Okay. Now, I just read an article that John Kasich, the Ohio governor who's running for the Republican nomination for president, wants to get rid of teachers' lounges. Wants to get rid of teachers' lounges. Now, if you have been following my blog posts, you know that probably about 2 weeks ago, I wrote a blog post. I did a blog post where I sort of imagined a grown-up presidential season where you had someone like Bernie Sanders on the Democratic side running against a grown-up on the Republican side. And I imagined that grown-up to be John Kasich, because I thought he made, pretty much the most sense out of any of the candidates that I've seen. And when I say the most sense, someone who wouldn't be saying some of this ridiculous stuff that some of the other candidates say. And so I said, John Kasich seems like somebody who's reasonable, as reasonable as you might expect on the other side, wouldn't play politics and just be straight on the issues. And then this comes out. Teachers' lounges. Of all the things that are going on in America today, you have people talking about illegal immigration. You have people talking about systemic racism. And then, of course, you have Bernie Sanders talking about what, in my mind, is the most important thing, the wealth disparity, income inequality. And then John Kasich sees all that and say, you know what? Teachers' lounges. That's what we need to be talking about. Let's get rid of teachers' lounges. I don't know what they're doing there, but we need to get rid of it. Now, I will admit, when I was in school, I had no idea what the teachers did in their lounges. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been inside a teacher's lounge. And if you're not a teacher, I, for one, haven't been inside one. But I have never thought that, you know what, let's ban them from going in there. I don't see how that's the most important thing to be talking about. And it's just another, to me, bogus thing to be discussing. And the media, as always, will put that as a headline. Let's talk about that. And still not talk about wealth inequality. The wealth disparity, income inequality. Why can't that get some leeway? Because it's not cute, because it's not fancy, because it's not controversial in their eyes? Or is it because the capitalists, once again, are controlling the media? Anything but wealth inequality or wealth disparity. Let's talk about anything. Teachers' lounges, anchor babies. I had never even heard the term anchor babies until just this past couple of days with Donald Trump. And maybe I've been having my head in the sand. I just did not know that was a term. But I can see where it would be offensive. And so, like the Republicans make this big show that they want to be of inclusive party, but when you do terms like anchor babies, you say terms like anchor babies, and you don't see what's wrong with that term, you can't be serious about being an inclusive party. But again, I say it's again another distraction. I do these blog posts over and over again because I want this election to be about something serious for once. Let's debate income inequality. Let's debate wealth disparity. Can we for once just debate something that's important? Or maybe it's not important. Maybe I'm living in a bizarre world. I consider that too. Maybe my priorities are all wrong. Maybe those are the things that's important and I got it wrong. I really considered that. So what I decided to do on this Friday, say, you know what? Maybe I'm looking at things too soberly. Maybe I got it backwards. Maybe Bernie Sanders has it backwards. So since I think that maybe I'm looking at it too soberly, I say, you know what? I'm going to crack open a beer. Okay? I just crack one open. And I'm going to drink this beer and see if I can't start seeing things like the media sees them or the Republicans see them. Maybe my talking about or thinking about wealth disparity and income inequality is just totally off base. Because the media doesn't seem to think it's important. Republicans don't seem to think it's important. And a lot of people on the Republican side, be they Tea Partiers or, I don't know, just extreme right-wing conservatives, maybe they got it right and I got it wrong. Maybe I'm the only one that's not making any money, right? Maybe I'm the one that's not making CEO type money and everybody else is happy-go-lucky and good to go. And so maybe I just need to drink a beer and see things the way everybody else is seeing them. You think that might be the case? Anchor babies is really what's important. No teachers' lounges is really what's important. If I drink a couple of these, will that help me see things their way? Okay, let's try that.